In today's video, I'm going to do a foundation review. I've never done a foundation review on my channel yet, but I wanted to do like a first impression, wear test throughout the day, and just kind of see if I'm impressed or not, or if it's worth the money, if it makes you look like an airbrushed, flawless photograph. The foundation that I picked up was the Dior Forever Skin Teint Haute Perfection. Perfect makeup, everlasting wear, pore refining effect with sunscreen. All of those things right there in that first little paragraph sentence is what I'm about. So like, is it gonna make me look airbrushed? Because there is a SPF of 35 and it says there is shine control in it. I don't know what this would be like for a flash test, but we'll also try that out as well. Dior creates perfect makeup, everlasting wear. Diorskin Forever. Its fluid, non-greasy texture perfectly blends with the skin for an immediate matte finish with no mask effect. Throughout the day, it provides optimal comfort and flawless wear. Day after day, the skin's texture appears refined and its surface beautifully enhanced. It comes in this very nice Dior, the raised Dior logo right here with the Diorskin Forever. Does anybody ever really read directions in foundation? Because maybe I will. Obviously, the packaging is beautiful. It feels heavy. Let me compare it to a Born This Way. It feels a lot heavier than my Born This Way foundation to me. These two have a striking resemblance to each other. That's what I thought when I was looking at the Diorskin foundation. I thought that it looked pretty similar to the Too Faced one because I do have this one and I love this one. It has the frosted glass with all the information on the front, and then it has a little metal, it's plastic, but piece right here that has their logo on it, and then the cap that's a black. These look very similar to me. This one is definitely a lot heavier. It feels luxurious and it should be for $50. So this is in the shade 025 Soft Beige. I've already primed my face with the normal primers that I would use because I don't think it would be a fair test if I didn't. I always prime every single day, no matter what foundation that I'm using. For one half of my face, I'm gonna use a beauty blender. For the other half of my face, I'm going to use a face brush. We're gonna shake it well. I'm going to, I guess, just apply it directly to the beauty blender. I don't know. It's very, very fragrant. You know how high-end products, like my grandma had a lot of Lancome products when I was really little, and it just reminds me of like that makeup counter high-end product like smell. It's not bad or anything, it's just very fragrant. So that was a very light amount of coverage. The color is okay. I think it'll work. So that is one layer with a beauty blender. It looks really beautiful on the skin. It looks like skin. It does not look heavy at all. It does not look cakey. I'm gonna do the other side. Seems like it's going a longer way with one pump with the brush, which makes sense because a beauty blender does suck up some product. So it definitely dries down pretty matte. I would say it's not like super, super, super matte, but it's definitely matte satin finish. There's no dew, no glow, which I'm not mad about at all. It looks very beautiful on the skin. I would not say this is like a full coverage at all. I am going to apply a second coat and see how it layers. Oh yeah, it builds up pretty well and it's getting to be a more full coverage foundation. It just looks beautiful, honestly. I would definitely say there are said pore refining effects happening. I look pretty airbrushed in the mirror and I'm like this close to myself looking at it. I don't have any super negatives. The only thing is that if you have dry skin, I would just make sure you're well hydrated and put a hydrating primer on. I am going to finish up the rest of my makeup and I'm gonna come back and then I'm just going to regroup my thoughts on this foundation and we'll chit chat about it a little bit more. Okay guys, so I finished up the rest of my face. This is just what I do on a normal day-to-day basis. I have to go run some errands, grocery shop, clean my whole entire apartment, get my life back together. My face is looking very flawless. Like, it's looking really nice, really airbrushed. I'm curious to see how it wears throughout the day. The only tiny little thing that I'm noticing is that it's setting into my smile lines ever so slightly. Anything that's like super glowy, like a L'Oreal Pro Glow, something that's very hydrating, really don't settle into my smile lines quite as much. But when it's very matte on the face, I find that they tend to set into my smile lines a little bit. My lights are super bright, but I don't think that it's flashing back too much. I think that's just my highlight popping in the picture. So we're gonna wear this throughout the day, see how it goes. I'll probably bring my camera with me. The time is 9:40 a.m. We will check in shortly. It has been such a good day. So I just got my nails done also right before this. The lady that I was sitting next to was the sweetest thing ever. She said she was 52 and the woman looks stunning. Like, I hope I aged that well. And she was so sweet and so positive. She was just telling me, you know, like, you're so young, you're beautiful, you're so sweet on the inside. And we were talking the whole time. Like, I'm pretty sure our nail techs were like, her name is Suzanne. She was the kindest, sweetest woman that I have met, and it's so nice and refreshing to be able to go out to even a place like the nail salon. I feel like people are so cold, or at least women, and I was just so shocked. It literally made my whole day. Like, that woman, I hope I ran back into her. I don't know why more people can't be like that. Okay, so but I just want to talk about this one thing real quick. I saw Tori Sterling on YouTube on one of her vlogs. She was drinking like this kombucha, and I was like, I've never had that before, but I kind of want to try it. So I was just in Sprout. There were two that were like 2 for $5. So I got this one. It's Kavita Master Brew Kombucha Live Probiotic Naturally Energizing. This one's in pineapple peach. It looks like this. I honestly had no idea what to expect for this because I'd never had it before, but it was literally so good. There's organic caffeine in there, so it's naturally energizing. It's gluten-free, non-dairy, and vegan, and it's really good, and I was really shocked. Now there's a guy like parking next to me, and it's really awkward, so I'm just gonna like, hold on for a second. Okay, yeah, this is just like really good. It's lightly carbonated. Gently swirl. I shook that thing. No wonder it almost exploded. Okay, so anyways, the point that I was trying to do is I need to do a check-in on this foundation. Honestly, outside it's like 92 degrees is what my car says right now. We're getting into the summer months where I live. Everything just looks so in place. The one thing that I will say is that it definitely is kind of settling into these smile lines a little more than I would want it to be. With this type of foundation, the one that's more matte, I kind of expected it. Otherwise, I look airbrushed still, flawless. It's been on since, what, almost 9 o'clock? It's been on for like 5 or 6 hours now. It is looking really good still. Hey guys, so I'm back to give my final thoughts on this Dior foundation. I have had it on for a solid 10 hours now because the time is 7:26 at night. It looks pretty darn good. I ran errands, I was sweating, it was hot today. I grocery shopped, I cleaned like a mad woman. This foundation will cling to really dry patches on your face, so be aware of that. As long as you're using a hydrating primer and putting moisturizer on your face beforehand, if you're more on the dry side, I think this will still be a beautiful foundation on you. If you are normal to slightly oily, I think this is definitely gonna be a beautiful foundation on you. It just looks like skin. It's nice. It looks just as good as it did 10 hours ago. To me, it is worth the $50. This Dior foundation gets a 2 thumbs up for me. I hope you guys found this foundation review informative, wear test. I love watching these. It kind of helps me really get an idea about what a foundation is like. I'm super excited that this was my first one. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you very soon.